Hi guy, look at what's just arrived. I didn't want to bore you to death and start showing you cracking the actual cardboard box that it was delivered in, so I've jumped ahead a wee bit. I've cheated slightly. Zelda did come in like a plastic wrap, so similar to what you get on other packages like DVDs and things, but it didn't have any like classic, like a Nintendo strip going around it or anything like that, which is a bit disappointing because you expect better. Now, of course, looking at Zelda, the case, it's hard to show you just how... That was the one thing that really surprised me when all this arrived. I mean, you can't really tell from here, but that box is tiny. Let's just do a size comparison. This is a NES cart, which I picked up a couple of weeks ago. But just compare the size of the Switch case, you know. Sorry, the games case. It's really, really tiny. It's like PSP style. Or even so, even better. Blu-ray case, awesome film by the way, especially the director's cut. Switch case, it's next to nothing. Now there is one rumour going around that's, I mean that's a bit disappointing. Nice bit of artwork, but no actual bloody manual in. But one of the rumours I've heard online is that they've coated that in a really bad tasting bitter. Let's just give it a let's give it a lick and find out. Oh my god, that is gross. Oh, I have to go and get a drink in a bit. That's I'll stay in the back of it. Oh, and it really sticks in your mouth. It's not strong enough though. Anyway, moving on. So I'll do the nice and easy one first of all. I had to get the Pro Controller because looking at the Joy-Con pads at the front, I didn't like this design because naturally when you hold a pad, your sticks are always better if there's like a thumb stick. I mean, they've done it right on the actual controller here. It's at an angle, so it's more comfortable to use. But I thought if I'm playing Zelda, it's probably going to be 50-60 hours. I want a decent controller to do it with, and I don't have the Wii U Pro controller. Let's see what we get in here. Cardboard, lots of cardboard. Right, hang on. I wonder if this thing charges or takes batteries. I'm afraid I just don't know offhand. But that's it. That's it up close. Oh, I mean that's quite meaty and chunky. And just for a comparison, I mean that's the Xbox One controller there. Quite similar, very roughly in size. I would say roughly, very roughly the very same weight. But you see what I was saying before about the controller, you say like the D-pad's slightly off to the side, and that's because if you're using a normal control stick and you move down, it's more natural for your thumb to move back and forward, but if it's straight underneath, you're doing this all the time and stretching the muscles back. Anyway, enough for the Xbox stuff, but very nice control. I do like that design, and all the buttons on the front and back. Oh, it's got batteries built in, so it's like a USB charge. Very nifty. Oh, I've dropped that on the floor. Anyway, moving on from that, let's crack the big beauty open. Make some room for all this. That's the back of the box. There's no blurb on it whatsoever. In case you're wondering why I went for the grey one, I hate the multicoloured Joy-Cons. I mean, it just does my OCD no good at all. There we go. What's this on the inside? Start instructions. That's quite nifty. It's the first thing you literally see. And this is it. So this is inside. That's a nice, very Apple style setup. But like I say, just have a look at one of the controllers. You can get it out of the bag. But so that's really nice and lightweight. Feels like there's nothing to it. But you see what I mean? Thumb there, I have to stretch my thumb down to use the equivalent. That's the equivalent of the D-pad, and I'm not a fan of that actually being. It's not like a proper D-pad with all the directions on. It's going to be a bit of a pain. But again, I bought the classic controller, so what can you do? Let's crack the actual Switch part out. Oh, that's a really neat tablet size. It's really nice and glossy. And that's that thing with the Ugh. I cannot get that stand bit out, but anyway, it's really nice to hold in your hand. Just let me grab something to compare. This is the new iPad. It's not no longer a new iPad, but from a couple of years ago. And let's just put that as a size comparison. There's really nothing to it, even compared to me mobile phone. There's it's not really all that big. That is a surprise, but it's portable. What more do you want? Anyway, yeah, let's see what else you get inside. What's this? This is the Joy-Con holder, which doesn't actually charge the unit. See how exciting that is. Just slot that in there, because this is supposed to replace. Ready? Oh, it clicked. That's supposed to replace a normal controller as you hold it, but it's hard to describe, but that part's in the way. It'd be better if that had been more curved off, and it doesn't take up as much space, and you could have maybe lost that bit in the middle. But anyway, that's one half of that. Important information, not that important. Got a couple of cables, plug. Let's have a look at the actual stand-on unit. Hang on, this is going to be interesting. Very nice stand there. Oh, it feels it's quite weighty. Oh, that's the stuff on the back. Oh, that's where all your lead. Yep, all your leads and stuff go. AC adapter, USB, HDMI out. Very nice. Let's just try snapping. Hang on. Hang on. Well, it just sits in. And it's a bit loose. But see, the worrying thing is, there we go. It just plops in. It doesn't seem to set itself hard in place, but I suppose that's because you don't want the snap effect. Anyway, quite decent. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I've stuck another thing I did buy, which I won't go and get because it's tucked away in the drawer somewhere. I got a 128 gig SD card, which I've talked about on the channel before, but they've just sold out of them, and now I got managed to find an even cheaper one, which is just as fast and just as decent, and it's a Samsung one as well. 128 gig card. I'll stick an Amazon affiliate link below in the description. You don't have to use that, obviously, but if you do, it helps the channel out because I get a few pence off if anybody buys anything. I mean, how exciting. Yeah, so until next time, guys, I'm off to go and play some Switch.